Remember how Matara was supposed to have a Vshojo contest? And the prize, the first place prize was $6,000. But the requirement for the contest was to draw all of the Vshojo talents with their mascots, I believe. And a lot of people and artists were kind of complaining about it, or I guess criticize her contest. Art contests in general are really hard to pull off. There's always a certain amount of people that will criticize it. Some people will say, oh, you're just trying to get free fan art, etc, etc. My response to that is, if you don't want to participate, just don't participate, okay? Now, I do agree that the requirements were a little too much. It's not that I don't think $6,000 is not worth it. I think $6,000 is a huge sum. It's more so that it's a huge time sink for a chance to win. And I feel because from a marketing perspective, like your goal when you're doing a contest is to have as many people as possible enter, right? And I feel like because her requirements were really high, I think less people would have been willing to put in this time to enter her contest because the barriers of entry were too high. So I think in that purpose, she should have rethought of the requirements, but it's not because I don't think the prize pool isn't appropriate. If you're an established artist, maybe it's not enough for you, and that's totally fine. You make your prize, but I'm sure some people that are more amateur and stuff, they wanted to participate, and they would have been totally fine with this prize pool, and they would have been fine with drawing all the characters. And I think for those people, it sucks because now Matara, at first she said she would rethink the requirements, but now it seems like the contest is completely cancelled. Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell on. And thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. Yeah, it's all scrapped now. So she says, it is with great sadness that I must announce that I will no longer be going ahead with the planned art contest. I went to this with far too much eagerness and not enough planningness, thus I ended up with the outline of a contest that upset a lot of her fans and entrants. The art contest was a great lesson for me. I would like to thank the many artists who reached out to educate me. Thank you all so much for your genuine interest and most importantly, your genuine advice on what I can do to improve for the next time I hold a fan contest. I have taken it all to heart. Lastly, I apologize for taking so long to address this. I wrote and rewrote this a million times and it never felt perfect. I never felt like my response would be enough for this. The longer I took, the worse I felt, feeling that I'll be upsetting even more people by not going through with the contest. So with that, I just want to apologize again from the bottom of my heart. I will do better next time. Yeah, I do feel like, I mean, she's right that I think there's even more people being upset now because she's not going through with the contest, because I looked a little bit through the QRTs and the replies, and there was like a lot of people that were saying, man, that sucks, I wanted to participate. So it feels like another instance of like a small group of people kind of ruining it for everybody, and they also made Matara feel bad. So lose-lose for me. Lose-lose on my side. But I don't blame her. You try to do something nice for the community and you kind of get shit on. So it wouldn't make me want to go through with it either. Twitter's the worst. Let's look at some of the replies. I disagree with the armchair post. I don't think it's true that they're not part of Matara's audience. I think that she does have a lot of artists in her audience, and I think in her audience there's a lot of people that care about how artists feels and how artist thinks. So I don't agree fully with Armchair's analysis. She has that kind of fan base. She 100% does. She has a really wide fan base. It probably encompasses a lot of artists, and I don't know how to describe it, but she has like, it sounds bad when I say it, like she has a lot of those sensitive people in her audience. So it does make sense. Like if you look at the replies on her tweet, a lot of people are like being supportive, and they're like, oh, I'm happy you care about artists. So for her fan base, her own fan base, her core fan base will be happy with her decision, because they're like, oh my god, my Oshi cares about artists, so they're okay with this. You know what I mean? It reinforces that for them. They're like, wow, our, you know, Mayoshi really took the time to pull out of this contest because some artists were not happy with it. Man, she's really cool. Whereas our audience, like mine and Armchair, it overlaps a lot. They would be a little bit more critical of this because we've seen this happen like fucking all the time. And we're a little bit more brute. I don't know how to explain it. We're a little bit more, you know, cutthroat on some things. Doesn't have to be, it's not a negative thing. It's just different. So, yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know. It depends on how she felt. If it genuinely gave her anxiety, I think it's fine to axe the contest. I wish she just didn't listen to those artists in the first place. I think it would have been fine if she just went on with it. Do I agree with the artist giving her the criticism? No. But I also don't understand why she just didn't like lower the requirements. Did it become too complicated? Did Vshojo not want that? Was there some specific things that all of the Vshojo girls needed to be with it, to be in the fan art to get the $6,000 prize pool? I don't understand it, but it is what it is, I suppose. You're kind of damned if you do at this point and damned if you don't. Like, if she goes through with the contest, people will complain. If she cancels it, people will complain. For a 6K prize, I think the requirements were okay. I think it's not an amount that's to be scoffed at. Wait, she did? That's a really good info. She had a stream where she talked it over and lowered the requirements. My guess is she kept getting criticism and scrapped it. Oh boy. I wonder if she has like some really high profile artists in her entourage that are used to being paid like the big money that told her, yeah, this ain't it. Yes, 6K is a lot, but you're not guaranteed to get it. That's it's a chance at 6K. But for me, I think it's more like, if you feel like doing a Vshojo fan art, you feel like doing this as a hobby, and you submit it as a contest for a chance to get the $6,000, you should see it as a bonus. The first reason to entering a contest is to do a nice fan art that will be, you know, displayed on the stream. To support your Oshi, that should be the first reason you enter the contest. It shouldn't be about the money, because the money is not guaranteed. And I don't think she was expecting anime quality fan art. Like, somebody in the reply was like, oh damn, well, I guess I'll just post my fan art here. And they had made it, and they were all like shibis and stuff. You know, it didn't look like it took like 3,000 hours to make, but it was cute, and I think that's the kind of fan art we're expecting here. So this is some of the response from Twitter community. Let's take a look at them. Did the artists really have to ruin this just because they felt entitled to a bigger pay? It's not even a commissioned job in the first place. It's fan art. If the pay wasn't enough for the work, simply don't do it. Exactly! They didn't have to ruin it for everyone else who did it for fun. Yes, exactly. It was supposed to be for fun. It was supposed to be for fun. That's all you had to do. Azehara also tweeting, Azehara, aren't you supposed to be in Japan, bro? Enjoy your trips. Get off Twitter, man. Consider that whenever you make a contest in the future, you start it out with the following disclaimer. These will be the rules for the contest. No one is forcing you to participate, and if you don't like it, you're free to ignore this contest. Based on the feedback I get, the rules might be modified in the near future. True. I remember Fuamoko also did a contest and people were upset by it. Like, you cannot do a contest without people being upset by it. At least Strawberry's contest went well. I don't think she got any criticism. And Nick Jelly here tweeting, after 2 years of waiting for their annual art contest, I was so excited for this one, and yet I'm just gonna use up all I have planned for the art contest and repackage it for them as fan art. I owe this to whatever happened to me 2 years ago. So like I said, this is the proof that some people genuinely wanted to participate for the fun of it, and now they don't get to have a contest anymore because of a few Twitter Debbie Downers. Again, like, this is why we can't have nice things. Kendra here, also a friend of the channel, saying, dang, I was really gonna join this one, but I'd rather you mind be at ease than anything Matara. There was another contest, I think it was it Niji Sanji, where they were allowed to use all the rights to all the entries anywhere they see fit. So people were upset by that because it kind of granted them commercial rights. The thing is, I don't know if the VTuber companies do that so they're allowed to broadcast the fan art on stream. You know what I mean? How they're like really stingy about perms and stuff. Maybe they wanted the perms to broadcast it on a live stream, which is monetized, so it would sort of count as a commercial thing. But anyway, this contest is the opposite. Matara, yeah, she clarified that the entries were the property of their owners. She tried to back herself. It still exploded in her face, so yeah, that sucked. For Solana, it was design and outfit, and we keep the rights. That is cool. I guess, like, then you could contact the artist and be like, hey, can I buy the commercial rights for this? I'd like to use this for whatever. Artists seeing everything in the VTuber community as abuse is getting old. Not wrong. Not wrong. I mean, this just gives a bad name to the artist community, emo. Yeah, people are getting sick of it. People are getting sick of it. I think she should have just ignored the criticism. But hey, it's kind of like what Kendra said. If her mind is more at ease, there's enough stressful things to worry about when you're a content creator. I'll say this. If she sent out that tweet and she immediately felt better after, like a weight was lifted off her shoulder, then she did the right thing for her own peace of mind. And however she appears after doesn't matter. Because the only thing that matters is your own peace of mind. This other person tweeting, a shame really, I thought that with the extended time I would be able to apply. Well, let's hope that there will be another art contest coming soon from Vshojo. Still waiting on Bubby design context from Rima Sabaton Goal, unless I missed it. Yeah, I hope this one's still going. I just hope that people let others enjoy their funds, and it just feels like everybody's expectations needs to be lowered and be like, chill guys. This is the holiday season too. It's a season to be, you know, to be giving, to be jolly. And they're like, $6,000 isn't enough. Well, it was enough for like at least 3 people here.